Tattoo. Okay. When the statutory right of redemption after the foreclosure sale. What is open end? A mortgage allow a borrower get additional money when the renewal period ngày 1 tháng 11 tới 31 tháng 12. Johnny's purchase home with conventional loan. Appraisal 200.000. John bỏ xuống 3%. The sale price 190.000. Maximum amount sale concession. Seller concession thì dựa vào giá nhỏ nhất 190.000 nhân với 3% bằng 5.700. What was the main purpose of Mass Rule? Mass Rule to protect homeowner facing foreclosure. What law require lender to keep LE available 3 năm after closing? Chief Rule. What does APR represent? The amount of money borrower will pay in a year for the mortgage. Who create Section 114, also known as Red Flag? Red Flag ai tạo ra? Federal Trade Commission (FTC). Who sign mortgage deed? Cả hai, bank or lending và homeowner. How can disparate impact being seen in lending? Two data collected. Which of the following is not considered valid chain of circumstance under the Chief Rule? Interest rate in the market increase. What are some of the prohibited factors that creditor cannot use to deny credit? Age, sex, national, race, religion. How many HUD approved counselor must be included in the list of HUD counselor? 10. What the RESPA Section 8 prohibited? Nhận và cho tiền, chia tiền và lấy receive unearned fee. Which section of the 1003 form relate HMDA and allow lender to ask about borrower sex, race, ethnicity, demographic purpose? Section 8 Section 8 1003 HMDA. What is loan flipping? Convincing a borrower to refinance property with high fee and no net tangible benefit. What is purpose of forbearance? To provide temporary relief for the borrower to catch up the payment. Forbearance nó gần giống như là foreclosure, thì bây giờ cho temporary release. What is the main purpose of HOPA? To prevent
Daddy,
predatory
I need to
lending.
charge your phone.
Which regulation correspond to the implement of Equal Credit Opportunity Act? Regular B. How frequently are telemarketers required to check update to not call it every 31 days? What's the main focus of SafeOne? Information security and protection, customer privacy. What is ownership interest required for a person to be considered part of a FBA? 1%. What is purpose of flood certification? To determine whether the property fall under the flood zone. What is origination point? A fee paid to the lender broker for originating loan. What is foreclosure? The process of claiming property by the lender after the borrower failed to make the mortgage payment. How many years of personal and business income tax return are required for self-employed? 2 years. What is required front-end ratio for FHA loan? 31%. FHA 31%. Which regulation respond for implement Fair Credit Reporting Act? Regular V. Which federal agency is responsible for HMDA reporting requirement? HMDA report. Federal Financial Institution Examination Council. If the escrow account is closed for any other reason than other than borrower request, when must the lender provide an escrow closing notice? 30 business days. Joe is getting a mortgage 300.000. Interest 5.75. You want lower interest rate by 0.5. How many points would he need to buy? 1 point là 0,5, có nghĩa là 0,5 là 2 point. $6.000. What is the name of initial disclosure given HELOC application? The name initial disclosure given to HELOC when your home is on the line. What are reserved in the mortgage process? The amount of saving balance in the borrower bank account prior to closing their home purchase. What are reserved in the mortgage? The amount saving balance in the borrower bank trước khi closing. Okay. How long does the borrower have to request a copy of appraisal if they deny? 90 ngày. Borrower can request a copy of appraisal 90 ngày. What is rate lock agreement? An agreement the lender and the borrower to lock the interest rate. How is DTI used by lender? To determine a borrower borrowing risk. What is legislative act? Help create a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Dodd-Frank Act. And CPA. Who's provide W2? The borrower, employer. What is maximum seller concession that's allowed to VA loan? 4%. Concession 4% for VA. What form require an appraisal certificate is needed? 442. What act must you comply with when reviewing commercial communication before sending it to potential? Must comply with MAP. What is an introductory tester rate? A low interest rate that go up in later year. When the lender required to provide the borrower with an application for mortgage workout within 45 days. Is credit worthiness a person's ability to earn money? Now, what is credit worthiness? A person's reliability in paying money in the past. What is the maximum civil penalty for parent of misconduct related to ECOA? 25.000 một ngày. What is negative amortization? When the borrower doesn't pay enough interest, allowing the loan balance to increase. When must lender provide a borrower with a loan estimate at or within 3 business days of receiving a complete application? The amount of a change to particular item between loan estimate and closing disclosure fall under each category except 100% tolerance. Who created the Truth of Lending Act? U.S. Quốc hội Mỹ. What is maximum penalty for violating RESPA? 10.000 và 1 năm ở trong tù. RESPA. What is minimum length of time that high-price mortgage loan secured by the first lien on principal must maintain an escrow account? 5 năm. What is assignment of mortgage? When a lender transfers a mortgage to another lender without informing the borrower. What is money laundering? The process of disguising financial assets so they can use without detection of illegal activity that produce them. When must lender remove PMI for conforming loan? When LTV reach 78% conforming. Settlement service generally occurs at period what stage the whole purchase process. Pre-settlement. Which of the following is permissible purpose for pulling borrower credit report? Loan qualification. How many hours of credit does an instructor receive for every 1 hour approved continuing education course? 2 hours. What is a co-borrower? Someone who assumes equal responsibility for loan repayment. Which method of calculating gross monthly income is based on annual income? Annual income divided by 2. Which situation would it cover? Borrower is taking out conforming loan on a property in the country on 3 acres. What is streamlined refinancing? An option for existing FHA borrower to refinance the loan. Which of the following is an example of triggering term in a credit advertisement. Monthly payment of less than $500. What is the income limit for borrower to eligible for 30-year guarantee loan from approved lender under USDA up to 115% of the area median? What is the purpose of the clear and concise statement required by electronic signature in Global and National Commercial Act to inform the consumer of the right to withdraw consent and request paper copy of a record? Who created the Homeowner Protection Act 1998 CFPB? No. Who created the Homeowner Protection Act? Quốc hội Mỹ. Create everything. What is financial privacy rule? A rule that requires financial institutions to give customers to clear notice of their privacy policy and practice. What is the requirement for including the equal housing logo in all advertisements? It is required for all advertisements by the Fair Housing Act. What is the purpose of dual compensation rule? To prevent loan originator from receiving compensation from both borrower and creditor. What is the main purpose of Community Reinvestment Act? To encourage banks to meet the credit needs of the community they serve. What is the fee calculating act for 100 points of 300.000? Có nghĩa là 1% bằng 3.000. Which law combines the good faith estimate and initial trust in lending disclosure to form the loan estimate? Cheat. What is origination fee? Is calculated as fixed percent of the total loan amount. The Fair Housing Act prohibited discrimination in housing based on handicap disability. Which the following type of loan does Ginnie Mae guarantee? Ginnie Mae VA loan. What is the primary difference between a deed of trust and a mortgage? Difference between deed of trust and mortgage. The difference is a mortgage has judicial foreclosure and deed of trust has non-judicial foreclosure. Who eligibility for reserve mortgage? Homeowner who have paid off the mortgage or pay off the last part of the mortgage. How many common in this list? 5 in this. Gồm cost of fund, cost of saving, security overnight, and treasury and the prime rate. What is piggy bank loan? When the borrower take out first and second mortgage at the same time on the same property. What is table funding? The proceeds of closing a loan in the name of the mortgage broker. What is an example of non-owner occupied property? Investment property. Is flood insurance required on all property? No. Flood insurance is only required on a property that is designated a flood area. What is purpose of prepayment penalty clause? To discourage borrower from refinancing the loan with another lender. What is encroachment? When a property owner violates their neighbor's property right by building a structure to the neighbor's land. Encroachment. How can someone obtain a title? By both purchase and inherited a property, which extended the enforcement of appraisal independent to include all mortgage. Dodd-Frank Act. How many building units can a borrower purchase with FHA loan? Up to 4 units. Samantha is reviewing her loan estimate as the closing cost include original fee 2%. How much is original fee for much a loan if the loan is amount $200,000? $4,000. What information is included in the loan estimate? The estimate interest rate, the monthly payment, and the total closing cost of the loan. Why the borrower gives the opportunity to ask questions during the 3-day window before closing to address any concern or uncertainty about the loan term. Which type of property are protected by RESPA? Resident properties. Which of the following is not a loss mitigation option? Foreclosure is not giảm thiểu sự mất mát. Kéo nhà không có giúp giảm thiểu sự mất mát. Okay. Which type of consumer credit are covered under Just Lending Act? Auto loan, mortgage of 1 to 4 unit, and credit card. What the category unmarried include equate? Single, divorce, widows. Correct. What is blockbusting? The practice persuade owner to sell property cheaply because of fear of people in another race or class moving into the neighborhood. It's called blockbusting. Okay. How long the loan applications register keep by lender? 3 years. LAR. Quiet. What is purpose of adverse action notice under FCRA? To inform the customer of the negative credit decision. Where can customer obtain the free annual credit report under the FACT Act? Annual credit report account. What is purpose of GLBA? To require financial institutions safeguard sensitive information and be transparent about information sharing practice. What does the PMI stand for? Private Mortgage Insurance. What is HUD mission regards housing? To ensure everyone has access to fair and equal housing. Which of the following is automated underwriting system used by Fannie Mae? DU. How long does the lender creditor have a respondent Estapel letter? What's the Estapel? 7 days. Estapel is a payoff request. 7A. What the purpose of the know before you owe? To help borrower understand the mortgage process. Who can resign a loan under the right to resume rule? Consumer who have a refinance their primary residence. Who can provide counseling to borrower before obtaining high cost mortgage? A state housing finance authority counselor.
Chanelli.
What does FRB do in relation to FACT Act? Implement it. FRB implement relation in FACT Act. Which law allow for penalty up to 5 years in prison for violation it? GLBA.
Finals.
What is purpose of using cap on arm? To limit the amount interest rate can increase or decrease at each assessment. What is sweat equity? Renovation done by homeowner or investor by themselves to increase the property value. What is warehouse line of credit? A line of credit for financing loan without using lender capital. What type of institution can act as mortgage loan originator? Both mortgage broker and banker. What is formula for calculating net worth? Asset to liability. What are some typical fraudulent activity associated with a fraud for profit? Appraisal fraud, fraud flipping, sure buyer, identity theft. What is the bait and switch? Misleading customer by substituting an inferior or different item. What information does the breach letter provide? A borrower? No. Breach letter. Breach is amount owed and the lender contact information. What is the purpose of good faith estimate? To provide detailed information about the loan term. Which of the following is considered a red flag on a credit report? Unusual amount of inquiry. What is occupancy fraud? Lying about occupancy status of the property. In the context of mortgage, how does elder abuse occur? When an MLO assists an elderly homeowner in obtaining loan against their will. What happens if seller violates RESPA? Section 9. The buyer may sue the seller 3 times and all check made for title insurance.